Welcome to the Seaboard Central Railroad. A number of you guys have asked for a layout tour, so I thought I'd give you this short layout update, show you the railroad, what it looks like. What you're looking at is the first section that we built. It's actually a bookshelf. I put a lot of supplies. It's only 1 foot wide at the top. It's been changed. It's now going to have a pit to unload ballast hoppers. So it's a material track. One thing when building a track like this with a pit, you want to make sure you leave room to roll the cars by as they unload over the pit without fouling the lead. The track the train is traveling through is called the runaround track. And over this workbench, you have 4 tracks. Runaround track, the straight track, a rip track, and this lead going into the engine terminal. Next section will house an engine house, a large Walthers engine house that I'm going to kit bash. And right outside of it, have a couple of tracks with some sand towers, fueling racks to fuel the sand in the locomotives. Will be the ready tracks. The track where you see a Atlas cleaning car, that's part of the rip track for the cars that need to be repaired. This track where the concrete pad is going to be where a back shop is located for heavy repairs. Coming off the engine thoroughfare, we come into the Scenic section that I've been working on for some. You've seen this in a lot of the videos. A lot of the trees are JTT trees, and the rocks are just cast from Woodland Scenic's materials. In the background is Norcom, which receives printing paper to make spiral bound notebooks. And the hole in the wall is going to be tracks going into a staging yard, future staging yard. This is where the main line comes into. You said junction, where you have the thoroughfare and the main line in the middle, and the north yard lead as the very outer track next to the wall. This spur that comes off in this direction is going into an industrial park where there'll be 3 industries. And up on the hill you see an old, what appears to be abandoned house, but actually it's not. As a matter of fact, the hunter is about to get a big surprise, big black bear. You see the train come through this section. That culvert is actually an N-scale culvert because the HO scale culvert was just too large. The cars on this train are actually done by Proto Loads. He makes the best loads I've ever seen. And these hoppers were weathered by BradleyDCC along with the covered coil cars. He's an artist. Check him out. This next scene is representing the east end of Griffin. It's also where the south yard lead branches off from the thoroughfare. There's another culvert. The track the cars are sitting on is actually the main line track. This first switch is going into Blaze Metals and Recycling. They get guns to load with scrap metal. And in the background is actually an old vacant warehouse where you see tracks used to go to, but it's now been paved over. The backdrops are done by Scenic. And the next will be a non-rail served propane dealership that I still have to complete. Now we're seeing Griffin Yard. These 4 tracks on this side of the main line are south yard. tracks 1 through 4. And on the other side is North Yard, 1 through 3. This yard's got some grass growing in the yard because it's hasn't been too well maintained. The part I enjoy most about operations is actually classifying cars in the yard. This yard will hold a pretty good bit of cars. Next up is a depot, which is actually going to be the maintenance depot, and it's got a lot of work that needs to be done to this area. And the track in the background is AEP Industries, which will receive tank cars and plastic pellet cars. There'll be a lot of buildings that'll be put in here, along with some bushes and trees that'll go in this vacant bare spot. The track actually under here is not ballasted. It looks like it is, but it's actually spray painted with that Rust-Oleum textured, stone textured paint, which is a good temporary fill-in until I get around to ballasting this area. And then the track is actually weathered with Rust-Oleum camouflage brown. There's a parking lot behind these buildings that I need to weather and add some white parking spaces, and also some shrubbery bushes behind the bank. And the road will need to be weathered and more stripes added, along with telephone poles and other details. These are two Walthers kits that everybody's seen: Crown Paint and Hardware and the Bailey Savings and Loan. But after watching a number of videos online, I've learned a lot from my earlier attempts at building buildings. The other side of the street will include some more buildings. The signals in the back are Walther's cantilever, modern cantilever signals. And these stripes are the highways and byways stripes. This track that branches off will actually go to an upper level eventually. And that's what you see, these joists sticking out will support an upper level eventually when we get around to it. But first I want to finish the lower level. This is the lift out bridge, and actually after doing some tweaking to it, I added a couple of the Atlas re-railers that are cut down to help prevent derailments. The bridge is built similar to the bridge that Derek Glass built, and it has door locks to keep it locked in place. This hole in the wall will actually go to the other part of the staging yard. And this will also include a scenery with some trees and rocks and some trees from Sterling Models, who makes some outstanding pine trees, which are all over Georgia. So that's it. This is the Seaboard Central. The room is about 12 feet wide by 22.5 feet long.